If you got your mail, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
How sometimes fights get announced and we be like, damn, this the fight I ain't know we wanted.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those fights.
A lot of bad blood.
Yeah, but not just that. It's just a hell of a matchup because you didn't think you would.
A boxer who was once labeled dull in his previous bout and absent from competition for more than 2 years is now challenging Terence Crawford, boxing's current champion. What's really going on here isn't obvious, and there's a story of desperation behind these headlines. Jermell Charlo is back making noise and stirring up the boxing scene again. He's publicly stating his desire to fight Crawford and calling it a privilege to step into the ring with him.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these. I'm with the old school boxing. If they gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done in the. As becoming undisputed, he completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is...
Charlo presents this as a career-defining bout, claiming he would provide Crawford with the toughest test of this generation and arguing that no better challenger exists. He even attempts humility by acknowledging that Crawford accomplished what he personally failed to complete.
They gave me an offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so... It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done in the... As becoming undisputed, he completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me. Obviously, nothing else. Anybody else could. Earl and Virgil and the winner of them, but I really don't see nobody else. What y'all want me to do in the game?
However, this talk of privilege and career significance rings hollow considering what actually transpired during Charlo's most recent ring appearance. What's even stranger is this isn't his initial attempt at challenging Crawford. And Crawford's initial reaction was absolutely savage. Following his 2023 defeat to Canelo, Charlo again targeted Terence Crawford, likely attempting to distract from his lackluster showing.
Terence Crawford could be on a radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, but he's a champion, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more because that's what y'all want from me. Because Terence Crawford been talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me, but I don't know which animal. But yeah, man, I can fight Terence Crawford next.
Let's go back to September 2023. Charlo moved up 2 weight divisions for a huge payday facing Canelo Alvarez and delivered one of that year's most disappointing showings. It wasn't merely a defeat, it was complete capitulation. Charlo threw just 71 punches throughout the entire bout, totally dominated from round 1. When the 7th round arrived, Canelo's overhand right dropped him to one knee, and Charlo shifted into complete defensive mode. The criticism was severe. Hall of Famer Paulie Malignaggi claimed Charlo came for money, battling like someone prioritizing safety over victory. The Sporting News destroyed him as well, describing the display as lifeless and passive.
How do you respond to him intentionally saying your name wrong? Because he said Zoo and then
no,
changed
you know what?
to
I
Zoo.
think he's that illiterate that he can't speak properly. Like I don't think he can. Yeah, he just. I don't know. Like you can make him try say that word and Zoo, but he can't say it. Poor bloke.
Bout where survival appeared to be Charlo's sole objective. Following that night, he's been entirely absent, vanishing from boxing. The widespread opinion was that Charlo never truly had an opportunity, not due to lacking ability, but because he was battling against nature itself. As Sugar Ray Leonard stated directly, weight divisions exist for good reason.
Weight classes for a reason, Ray. It looked like Charlo really couldn't get off tonight against Canelo. What did you think about it?
You know what? Styles make fights. That was hey, I appreciate the fight.
Analyst Al Bernstein observed that although Charlo landed some decent punches, they lacked the force to damage Canelo.
The power he showed. He fought the proper fight for the proper opponent. When you fight a guy coming up 2 weight classes, you're supposed to bully him. If he'd have fought Floyd Mayweather that way back in the day, we'd have saw a much better fight. But he didn't. But he's learned now, and that shows you that he's improved, and he understands boxing more now. Because he's bullied the smaller guy, which is what you're supposed to.
The prevailing view was that Charlo, despite being an outstanding fighter at 154 pounds, was completely overwhelmed, physically incapable of commanding respect from a legendary force like Canelo at 168 pounds.
You can't box perfectly every second, and it's hard to hurt him. Canelo, Jermell Charlo landed some really good punches, but they just weren't enough to hurt him. So
I expected them to battle for undisputed. I expected, a little small wage war, but it didn't happen. You feel me? Anticlimactic is what I would call it, because I just think Charlo realized early on that this wasn't where I was supposed to be with this type of power, with this type of strength. So he kind of survived and made it to the end of the fight.
Apart from the size disadvantage, the harshest criticism from other boxers concerned Charlo's mental approach. Most felt he was psychologically defeated before the opening round started. As Terence Crawford commented that evening, Charlo showed him excessive respect, far too much.
I thought it was about as good as it gets. I thought that was a tremendous all-around demonstration of what makes Canelo Alvarez the greatest fighter of the generation. From the fabulous chin, to the very effective defense, to mixing power punches together in the middle rounds, to landing one of the best right hands he's ever thrown to knock Charlo down, and using a series of left hooks to widen the margin down the stretch of the fight. It was vintage Canelo. It's about as good as it gets. I think it was a one-sided fight because Canelo Alvarez is a historically great fighter. I mean, Jermell Charlo is a talented fighter. He's proven that in the ring. But once in every generation, maybe twice in every generation, you get somebody who is up here, better than all the rest. That's who Canelo Alvarez is.
The showing was seen not simply as a physical loss, but a psychological breakdown where Charlo appeared satisfied merely being present, merely lasting until the final round.
Man, Charlo gave him too much respect, man. Too much. He didn't fight his fight.
What would you do to Canelo?
I don't know if he was scared or not, but, Canelo did a tremendous job in there. He did what he had to do.
But maybe the most telling moment happened during the post-fight press conference. Charlo attempted to maintain dignity, but his statements revealed a different narrative, one of overwhelming power. He directly described Canelo as a monster and acknowledged feeling that impact more since this was his debut at that weight class. He even made justifications, stating he wished he could have added a bit more weight, perhaps 5 pounds, possibly additional. And describing the knockdown, he revealed it was his first experience feeling genuinely dazed from a strike, a definite indication he was facing someone from an entirely different category.
Awful. I thought Charlo was just like, I don't know, it's like even when Golovkin fought Canelo, he never, in the third fight, it's like, I don't know, are you getting paid too much money? Have you got too much money? Because the special ones that have got too much money still stick it on the line. Canelo, AJ, but it almost looked like Charlo was like, I'm getting, I don't know what he got, 8 million, 10 million. And I was like, okay, it's almost like, let's not hurt each other in here tonight. We're just gonna get our money. And it's like, all the talk about legacy, sticking it online. A lot of fighters go, I'd rather get knocked out, carried out, than lose on points. But actually, how many fight like that?
Crawford observed that uninspired performance and immediately took to social media to dismiss Charlo. His reply was harsh, direct, and left zero ambiguity. Pathetic. He wrote that Charlo didn't even attempt victory, just tried surviving, and should feel embarrassed. He continued further, declaring he was finished with Jermell Charlo, removing him from his target list. He entered that ring and surrendered, allowing Canelo to punish him like a father disciplining a child without any resistance. But Crawford's ultimate dismissal didn't come through comments. It came through performance. He didn't simply criticize, he went out and accomplished exactly what Charlo failed to do.
Are you interested at Crawford at 154?
You know, where we can make a fight at, I'll take it. I should be 1 or 2. I should be up there in the top dog. As long as I'm in the pound per pound, don't matter to me.
I'm not in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody trying to get the answer to. Them came out with Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So
2 years following Charlo's failure, Crawford made that identical jump, moving up 2 weight divisions to 168 pounds. But unlike Charlo, he didn't fold, he conquered. Crawford outperformed Canelo Alvarez, securing victory by unanimous decision and claiming all his undisputed championships. And currently, as recent footage demonstrates, Crawford remains in incredible shape, still focused, delivering one clear statement. He's prepared for whatever challenge arrives next.
Charlo fight Crawford first, and then see how that goes. And if he does good against Charlo with the weight, then let's see him come up and fight Canelo. Yes, but not right now. I want to see Crawford come up with some weight classes and show he can be dominant at 54.
Do you think Crawford should go up to 154? Do you think?
Yes, Crawford definitely should go up to 54. Because I don't think he should fight 47 anymore. 54 and maybe even 62 after that. He's big enough to do that, along with all the Charlo brothers and stuff. So I definitely would love to see him do that.
Awesome, thanks.
He didn't simply defeat the fighter Charlo lost to. He accomplished it with complete superiority.
Double fake to your left. Double fake to your right. Double fake to your left.
You.
Put your hand on your heart now, Step back, rhythm. Step back, rhythm. Rhythm, y'all.
Still got some abs.
Still got some abs.
As you see, the pound for pound king, the undefeated 5-division world champion, the 3-division undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, Terence Bud Crawford, is still jacked and still in shape and sending a warning and letting the world know, I still got abs, I'm still in shape.
With Crawford currently holding the crown at 168 pounds, his possibilities are endless. But Charlo isn't only challenging Crawford, he's also targeting another powerhouse. And that's where his entire strategy begins falling apart. In his recent media appearances, Charlo challenged the most dangerous fighter at 154 pounds, the unbeaten knockout specialist Jermell Boots Ennis. He claims Boots is talented but would face endless difficulties against him because fighting styles create matchups. A daring statement, particularly from someone who's been absent for years.
The Bud, I think a lot of people took credit away from a lot of his wins. Like, I feel like when they kept throwing it out there that he didn't fight nobody.
Well, he did.
I disagree with that.
Look,
anybody you get in the ring with is a chance
you
can lose.
He didn't fight nobody that was on that level. That's what we say. So he fought somebody. But come on, bro.
I think he fought people.
Victor Postal.
That's a bad name.
That ain't a good. That ain't a.
During that time,
in order to say,
I'm saying during that time when he fought him,
he was overhyped.
He was overhyped. What? He had
Victor Postal is like this.
What's that
you know
dude
you talk to a
punching
boxer,
hard?
right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a boxer too.
Victor Postal's like this.
A lot of people couldn't deal with that. A lot of people can't deal with that style. A lot of people can't deal with that style.
Can't deal with that.
Come on,
a lot
man.
of people can't deal with that boxing style. He's jumping up in the air. He's a boxer, know how to use his range and his distance. A lot of people can't do.
That means the last 3 faces of the sport of boxing will have all retired undefeated. Floyd Mayweather, 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Andre S.O.G. Ward, 2-division champion, Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Famer, 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 16 wins by way of knockout, undefeated. Terence Crawford, that would make him 43 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins at least by way of knockout, undisputed, and the face of boxing. Historic.
But within days, the reality behind Charlo's challenge was harshly revealed by Ennis's promoter, exposing what Charlo actually wanted. Promoter Eddie Hearn received the challenge and instantly rejected it. He stated plainly that he doesn't believe Charlo would actually accept the fight. Hearn uncovered the genuine intention, saying he simply doesn't trust it will happen because these fighters immediately demand unrealistic money. Then he delivered the finishing blow. This isn't about legacy building, it's about getting paid. And with that, Hearn ended Charlo's credibility with one final crushing reality.
I think Boots is a great fight, though. I'll give Boots all the problems in the world. It's a great fighter. But I give him all the problems in the world. I think styles make fights, you know, like, even with the Canelo loss and the Canelo fight, I believe Crawford did absolutely everything that he studied, and he did it right.
I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if
I don't.
You got respect for the Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god dang.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars, we talking about all different type of stuff. Once, you know, I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stablemate. He trained with Arrow Coach, and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out, and, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man, that's some.
This exposure casts Charlo's supposedly honorable challenge to Terence Crawford in a completely new, desperate perspective. Reports currently indicate Charlo is requesting $10 million or higher to face either Ennis or Crawford, confirming he's not pursuing greatness but pursuing money.
I just don't believe he'll take it. You know, I mean, these guys, they just price themselves out straight away. And they go, oh, no, it's just my worth. It's not your worth, mate. I know the numbers, and if you want the fight, and listen, you'll be very well paid, but if you actually want the fight rather than want a payday, let's talk.
Meanwhile, Crawford's team is concentrating on legitimate opportunities. They'd already stated zero interest in a Canelo rematch. And they've entirely rejected discussions of a massive fight with David Benavidez because privately, Crawford's actual plan is beginning to emerge.
Just whatever, guy. You get your paperwork right. Talk to Mr. Heyman. We'll get a fight going. And you're damn right, it'll be easier. Let's get a big fight going, matter of fact. And I'll show you better than I can tell you. Ain't nothing easy in the ring with me, so I don't. Just, you know, I'm grown. These kids, they just talk and he ain't fought nobody for real. You know, like he just got out of the top rank contract because Bob didn't want his ass no more, so he just got rid of him. So it's just like I don't know.
That concludes today's video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, subscribe, and enable notifications so you won't miss what's coming next. And remember to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.